Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing this evening? Well, I guess I'm doing alright. I suppose we ought to get to it. Tonight's topic of discussion: retaliation. I spent a lot of time in the comment sections for other videos, and what I found is that a lot of people out there don't quite understand the point of a discussion. Most of them are just either 100% praising and for what they just watched, or 100% against what they've just watched. And when they're against, they seem to only pull out one item, which, from what we've got to go by, means that it doesn't matter what else was said in that video. What matters is that they think the person forgot to add this or forgot to tap on this. And therefore, they must be a complete idiot. Religion is one of the biggest things that I've been reading debates on. And what I mean by that is that it's the one that there are the most reply versus comment ratios, where one person will say something in the comment and there'll be like 900 replies specifically to that. Like the age-old question, is God real or isn't God real? Now see, I believe God is real. That's not what we're going to talk about, but it is important to what I'm about to say. See, I watched this one video where the guy says, I'll tell you what, instead of me trying to prove to you that God is real, how about you prove to me he isn't? And most of the comments in that particular video simply stated, so you can't prove he's real, therefore he isn't. With replies that were quite similar. You can't prove he isn't real, therefore he is. And these arguments seem pointless in more ways than one. I mean, not only are they not getting anywhere, I mean, they're not actually debating anything. They're just saying, uh-huh, uh-uh, uh-huh, uh-uh, uh-huh, uh-uh. That's childish, in the least. My opinion is, how about I'll stick to my beliefs, you stick to your beliefs, and if we don't agree, we'll agree to disagree. I would simply rather go, okay, I can't prove he does exist, you can't prove he doesn't, so I'll continue to believe he does, and you continue to believe he doesn't. It's that simple. We could probably achieve world peace if, instead of worrying about defending our beliefs teeth and grit, forcing our or believing we have to force our beliefs upon you, believing that because I believe this is true, I must convince you. I think that's a lot of a big issue these days. The only way we can truly achieve world peace is if everybody in the world wants it. And if everybody in the world wants it enough to actually work for it, and what I mean by work for it is not force you to know that this is what belief is. Acceptance. Accept the fact that not everybody believes what you believe. Accept the fact that not everybody's going to believe what you believe. And be okay with that fact. Continue to seek out other people that believe the same things you do. Continue to spread your word, because that's part of the belief. But when you put a post up and someone says, well, you're just an idiot, just ignore that. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord, right? I mean, just let the punisher of your particular belief worry about whether or not they are right or wrong. And until then, just respect the fact that their opinions differ from yours. You don't have to agree with them. Just respect that they have their own opinions. Because, oh man, if I could remember what that thing was. It was Gandhi. And he said, alright, it goes like this. All right, an angry young male came up to Gandhi, told him that his beliefs were stupid and that he needs to knock it off and stop being an ignorant old fool. And the man just smiled. And he says to the boy, if you give someone a gift and they do not accept it, who does the gift belong to? And the young man said, well, it belongs to me. I'm the one that got it. If he's not going to take it, it's mine. And Gandhi said, yes, you are absolutely correct. And it is the same with your anger and hurtful words. If you try to give me these negative emotions and I refuse to accept them, you are stuck with them. The only one you're hurting is yourself. I think those are pretty strong and powerful words. I don't even remember where I heard that, but I heard that very recently. Recently enough that I could actually recite it that close to what it actually is. So, good stuff. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Very appropriate to this particular conversation. Because, as Gandhi stated, it works both ways. If I am giving you a gift of love, peace, and happiness, and you are choosing not to accept that, that only means that I hold on to it. And let me ask you something. What's wrong with holding on to love, peace, and happiness? Honestly. You want to be happy? You want to be truly happy? You want to be truly happy? Learn to love, forgive, and let go. And if you look at the preachings of God, if you look at the preachings of Jesus, if you look at the preachings of, I'll be honest, I can't actually say I've had enough experience in other religions to say it, but to my understanding, all religions and all these historical people we're supposed to be thinking positively on, they've all got the same thing to say. Be happy, love one another, and forget about it. The whole basis of America was supposed to be freedom, wasn't it? Now, I understand all of you don't live in America, and I don't know enough to open my mouth beyond these borders, so I apologize for that. But for here, I know the foundation of the country was freedom. You were supposed to let go of all the stuff you had back there, all the things that were oppressive and whatnot, all the stuff you wanted to escape, come here and be free. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and call that a wrap. I'm going to apologize for the choppiness of the video. I found myself a lot of the time stuttering and or just having long, awkward silences, starting a sentence, 5 minutes of silence, and starting a sentence again. So my apologies for the particular editing quality here. Feel free to leave your comments in the section. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you agree. Tell me if you disagree. Tell me I'm an idiot. Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, this has been Nobody, talking about nothing. How the camera isn't in the proper position, or stuff like that. Autofocus don't want to work. How maybe you want to adjust the zoom, but you can't because your wife reset the computer controls. I'm going to have to figure out how she done that so I can reset my webcam controls. But I forgot what I was saying. May those thoughts rest in peace.